this is Doug Johnson with Acumatica. In this video we're going to discuss web services, and we're going to show how to create a web form to submit data to Acumatica. Each Acumatica screen has a web service associated with it. This allows external systems to communicate with individual screens in Acumatica through web services. The communication happens in real time and goes through the same validations that you would go through as if you were typing data into the screens. You can also do exports, but in this video we're going to show an import process. To get started, we have to follow 4 steps. The first is to locate the web services description within the Acumatica system. You can go to any screen and select web service and pick the service description. So let's see what that would look like in our test system. For this demonstration, we're going to go to the Accounts Payable Bills and Adjustments screen. Within the help, you can see there's the web service, and here's the service description. That's the URL that you would use to access this particular description. Once we have that, we can go to our development environment. In this case, it's going to be Visual Studio, and we can add a service reference. So we're going to go open a new website that we just created. And within this, you can see I've already added my web references. If I wanted to do a new one, I'd go Add a Service Reference, go to Advanced, and add this web reference. Paste in the URL that we just exposed, and you can see there's our web reference. Now we could give this a name, and in my case, I named it the same as my screen identifier, AP301000. I'm not going to go ahead and re-add this because we already have it added. Once I have defined my web reference, I can go add a form to my website that will collect data that we intend to insert. In this case, we're going to do something a little bit different than what's showing. We're going to add a form for entering an AP bill. So down here you can see I created an ASPX page for a vendor bill. It's a pretty simple page that's just going to gather basic information. Once we've created the page, the next thing we have to do is add the business logic. This is the C# code that's going to interact with Acumatica to both log in, create the command that we're going to submit, and then finally submit the command. So back in my system, you can see under this vendor bill, I have this logic here. This code's going to follow those 3 steps I showed earlier. With one little exception, it's going to load up my text, what I've logged in as my vendor ID. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like. So we're going to run in debug mode here. We're going to enter Internet Explorer and go to our website. So this would be the website that we created. It's very similar to the default website that's created by Visual Studio. I can go in to the particular page. In this case, I'm going to enter an AP bill, and you'll notice that I've created it so that you've got to actually be logged in, because my login ID is going to be my vendor ID. So let's go ahead and log in to my system. Go ahead and log in. And now I can return to that page. And my vendor ID has already been selected. So we'll enter a reference. We'll call it vid demo, bill description, and an amount, and a date when that's due. Go ahead and hit submit. At this point, we've gone and we've submitted the bill to Acumatica. So let's turn to our ERP system. Go to our Bills and Adjustments screen, go to the last one, and there's our bill that we just entered. Thank you for watching.